Oh, it's like Hampden Park of old. Tremendous atmosphere inside the stadium, created by the capacity crowd. Colin Henry straight into the attack there from the kick-off. So the Scottish approach to the match established right at the beginning. Colin Henry launching himself forward into an attacking position to lend his height to a very short striking partnership. Scott Booth and John Spencer, two very lively, quick players, and they're expected to test the mobility of the Finnish central defence. Tosh McKinley wins his second cap after an outstanding performance against Greece last month. Forward goes McAllister. He's brought down there by Yanni Lindberg of Morton. Waving Colin Henry forward, the Scottish captain. So John Collins over the ball. Tremendous vocal support coming from the Scotland supporters early in the match. Collins flights it in. That's Henry. Chance for Spencer. Well, trouble again caused by the aerial power of Henry and the sharpness of Spencer.
It's an obvious ploy as early as this in the game, because Colin Henry's good in the air, he's good in the opponent's box, and he's going to cause problems when we get the right deliveries. Not all that far away, John Spencer, just leaning back, never going to get the ball on target.
Well, Colin Henry, very acrobatic here with a header. You'll see the ball landing just too far ahead of John Spencer to get real power in the shot, leaning back. So, on ball straight away, Colin Henry playing, remember, with a broken toe. That shows his determination to wear his country's colours. Here's Spencer. Now McAllister. Well, the heavy rainfall making the surface greasy and difficult. The passing has to be particularly accurate in these circumstances. Alan McLaren has slotted straight into a midfield marking role on Jari Litmanen. That'll be a throw to Finland. Well, late entry on the international scene. Nearly 31 years old now, Tosh McKinley, just a month away from his next birthday, and showing tremendous enthusiasm in his debut. McKinley again. Good movement ahead from Spencer. Couldn't beat his marker, Kinerva. An awkward landing there for Colin Henry on the cinder track. Concern there for the management team and the Scottish bench as McAllister picks it up again. Scotland starting very briskly indeed. Booth showing good movement going wide. Excellent marking though by Eric Holmgren, his 60th international. The throw taken by McKimmie. Here's McLaren. McKinley under extreme pressure straight away from Suominen. Well, he's not happy with the referee's decision, which is a free kick to Scotland. Collins playing it forward. Spencer under pressure. This is Calderwood. Excellent control. Now McKimmie. Well, high balls into the box, unlikely to trouble the very tall Finnish defence. Unless from set pieces, Colin Henry and Colin Calderwood are forward. Free kick is given against Scott Booth there for a bit of pushing. Booth's 8th international, scored 3 times already. Good return at international level. So Scotland trying to get off to a very fast start in the match. Finland trying to settle. Challenge made there by Calderwood was a good one. That's McLaren. Collins very deep here to start the build-up for Scotland. Alan McLaren offers himself. Possession retained safely and simply. Collins again at the heart of things. Gary McAllister incidentally has gone a long way forward. Spencer. Challenge from the back by Rissanen. Spencer wins the free kick. Very difficult player to mark. Kari Rissanen finding that early in the match. Here's McAllister. Hendry and Calderwood are forward. An arresting match going on there. Well, Henry's the player penalised. The marker was Ari Helm, a very experienced campaigner.
Yeah, again, we're trying to use Colin Henry. Already he's given a threat there, but he's a little bit impetuous. He's not gone and attacked the ball, and I think the referee was exactly right.
Headed away there by Helm, and Calderwood uses McKimmie. He's playing well forward on the right. Bruce dummied a good one. Good link-up play with Spencer. A very good recovery tackle there by Eric Holmgren. Lively play by the Scottish strikers. Not an entirely new partnership. They played together for 23 minutes. As substitutes way back in November against Russia, when Spencer replaced John McGinley and joined Scott Booth. It's their only experience together at competitive level. Henry getting the better there of Helm. Confident play by Collins. McAllister. Playing that in short for Booth. See how quickly the tackles arrive there. Booth still on the ground as McAllister comes forward. Appear to be obstructed. That's the view of the referee. Janne Lundberg again, the culprit. But Scott Booth is on the ground. The referee hasn't yet spotted the problem for the Scotland striker. Well, he's back on his feet now. This is Spencer. And now Collins. Henry is the last man for Scotland. This is McAllister. Calderwood and Boyd marking. Calderwood's pass forcing McKimmie to turn back. Spencer under severe pressure again. Well, Spencer trying to get involved as much as he can up front beside Scott Booth.
Yeah, Gary MacArthur's obviously been given an awful lot more freedom. I think he's going to enjoy the aspect that Alan McLam's in that holding role in midfield, and it's going to give him an awful lot of time, an awful lot of opportunity to break forward and support these front players.
Break on now for Finland. Excellent tackle there by Henry. The timing in the tackle frequently from Henry is quite remarkable. Attempts tackles when many other central defenders would back off. Now trying to turn defence into attack. Picking out McAllister with a brilliant pass. The marking though, very good indeed. Suominen plays it forward. This is Henry again. That header from Holmgren reaches McKinley. The angle ball's a good one. Just out of reach there for Collins with a header. It's McKinley following through to make the tackle. Hustling pressure play from the Scots early in the match. They're determined to seize the initiative and keep it. Sharp play up front from Spencer. Forward goes McLaren. Well, it's unfamiliar territory there for the Rangers defender. Playing in the holding role in midfield and marking Jari Litmanen. McKimmie trying to find room for a cross. He's down the corner. Well, Stuart McKimmie was outstanding at sweeper against Greece last month, now playing right on the right-hand side, the five-man midfield. Here's John Collins. There's Booth. He scored! The only goal for Scotland. 10 minutes gone, and Scott Booth gives Scotland a precious lead. And passive face of Craig Brown on the bench. Alec Miller now calming things down. It's the perfect start for Scotland.
It's a marvellous in-swinging ball there. Here you see the goalkeeper hesitant, and Scott Booth gets in ahead of his marker. Marvellous opening goal for Scotland, marvellous.
Well, a fine cross, this angled in by John Collins. It came from the set piece in the corner kick, which he played short. Henry took all the attention of the Finnish defenders, and Booth leapt superbly to score.
Yeah, John Collins gets himself and swings a nice ball in it. It's enticing the goalkeeper, it's never going to be his ball. And there we see Scott Booth time it to perfection.
Well, Scott Booth gets his 4th goal for Scotland and his 8th international. That is terrific striking at this level. Great little head flick on. Here's Collins. It's been a ferocious start from the Scots. They really have picked up the pace from the start. This is Collins. Well, the offside flag is up. The eagerness there of Spencer and McLaren, carrying them into offside positions. It really has been an electrifying start from Scotland, Billy.
Yes, there's an effervescence about every player that's very refreshing. You see John Collins there pushing, prepared to push himself forward, getting himself into goal-scoring position, and that's exactly what we're after.
Collins now to Spencer. There's a briskness about the Scottish play, which is very encouraging at this stage. Back now with Calderwood. Patient play again. Scotland trying to get McAllister and Collins involved in the midfield. Very powerful play there by Suominen, and he now has to cope with Tom Boyd. He did extremely well to find McKinley. There's Spencer battling hard. Suominen did well there to hold off Boyd. Tom Boyd, incidentally, racing back to his defensive position there. Nobody lost possession. Lindberg in midfield. Litmanen trying to exert some influence on the match. Muru, tiny figure in midfield. On the far side, Niemanen. Harry Helm is the target there. He was beaten by McLaren. It's McKinley. Rissanen having to turn back quickly. There's Henry. Collins. Excellent play again for defence from Scotland. Very awkward indeed there for Holmgren, who responded well, showing good control, the big defender. Here's Litmanen and Lindberg. Muru is careless, and possession is back with the Scots. This is Booth. It's Spencer through the centre. Space filled here by Collins. He had to be quick. Suominen get back to mark him. Suominen quickly on his feet again to become involved in the build-up. This is Ari Helm. Tackle from the behind by McKinley, sure to be penalised by the referee.
Yeah, this is an interesting part of the Scottish game, because they're all prepared to break forward, but equally they're very, very swift at getting back there and putting pressure on the Finns.
Rissanen. Some work here for Leighton. Good safe catch. Continuing his splendid form for Scotland. McAllister. Spencer. Tackled well. Rissanen penalised there. I think he was unlucky. Appeared to me to play the ball, but the Ukrainian referee thought otherwise.
Just a little bit careless there. It gave too much of the ball to the opponent. I think the Finnish lad was unlucky.
This is Spencer showing superb control. Back with McAllister, not playing at a pace though where he could have a shot at goal. That was unfortunate. Good play by Boyd. McKinley. Clearly fouled there. Well, the adventurous attacking wide play of Tosh McKinley, a feature again of the Scottish build-up. Spencer coming short. towards Booth again. Well, that's a new dimension to the Scottish attacking play. The aerial power shown by Scott Booth early on.
Booth is really alert and sharp. He looks so quick, and it gets in again in front of the defender. Not trouble the goalkeeper, always a threat.
Collins again, playing a very important creative role in midfield beside Gary McAllister. This is Spencer. Wanted just too long on the ball, Spencer. McKinney going in strongly. A bit of a tangle there. Well, an angry exchange there between McKinney and Helm. Henry in trouble there. Jim Leighton takes over. Not too convincing a clearance, but Scott Booth turned it into something useful. Here's Collins. Now Booth coming in from the left. Plenty of support through the middle. Spencer is there, McAllister is there. So was Collins. That was played too early. Apology there from Scott Booth. McAllister playing very far forward in this match, supporting the front two very diligently indeed. Marvellous setting. National Stadium at Hampden. Colin Henry makes that towering challenge again. Listening. Muru. Listening again. Good possession play there by the Finns. But the pressure applied there by Tosh McKinley earns the throw for Scotland. So this is Tom Boyd with the throw. John Collins. That's a great switch of play. McKinney. There's McAllister. Trying to play that back to the path of Spencer. It was a splendid Scotland build-up. Conditions, I think, got the better of McAllister at pace inside the box. Space here for Tom Boyd. Careless one there. And a very good tackle from McAllister to win possession back. Well, a second goal for the Scots during this spell of pressure would really have a devastating effect on Finland's chances, surely. Well, Collins thought he was fouled there. The referee didn't agree. Excellent play again from McAllister, then from Henry. Here's Boyd. Spencer coming off his marker again so effectively. McKinney, his first touch let him down. A very severe tackle there from the rear. Booth goes down. Holmgren was the marker. The referee's had a word with the player.
Yeah, you can see it. He's clearly going. I think it's just a little bit unfortunate actually, because I do think he made connection with the ball first.
Another set piece for the Scots to exploit. Calderwood and Henry, the main threat in the air now. Collins and Henry in possession. Henry showing his comfortable skills up front. To McAllister. Back now with Collins. McLaren goes into the box, calling for the ball. Calderwood made that very heavy tackle. The referee allows possession of the game to go on because Finland had possession. Järvinen took the full brunt of that. He's on his feet now, though, putting his defensive colleagues under some pressure. Muru, Lindberg, Rissanen. Muru again. Played back by Järvinen. Kinerva forced to hurry there by Spencer. Good football, though, from defence from Finland. Kept very calm indeed. Well, you can't blame Finland for this. They're trying to take the chance to settle down. They've had very few opportunities against the Scots to do that so far. Boyd sends a long ball forward. A willing figure of Booth gives chase. Showing too much of that though to Rissanen. Well, Booth certainly has been covering miles up front with Spencer. Really are occupying the Finnish defence. Good running from the throw from Spencer. The angle ball, not quite right. McAllister made the run into the box. Long trek back now for the Scottish captain. Henry again dominant in the air against Helm. Well, the Scots guarding possession jealously in this match, working very hard to retrieve it when they lose it. Heavy tackle again on Spencer. McAllister wins it back. Collins picks out McKimmie wide on the right. McAllister's dummy, not quite red. Now McKinley. The turn pass, a little bit hurried from Booth, allowing Suominen to make that challenge. Collins wins it back. Here's McKimmie. Rather obvious for the pass though. Calderwood maintains the pressure, but Collins with the player offside for Scotland. Free kick to Finland. Well, showing a great appetite for the fray once again, John Collins. Markku Kanerva with the free kick. 56th international. Henry's header. And there was Spencer clearly taken into the play by Holmgren off the ball. The referee was not interested in that. Across it goes from Kanerva. For Rissanen. Rissanen made the error under pressure from Booth. Some advice coming from the touchline for Scott Booth. Henry assessing the options ahead. Header from Booth finds McKimmie. Calderwood to Henry. McAllister. The Scots prepared to take the time here until the openings appear. Always looking to have Collins and McAllister involved, but they're very tightly marked, as you might expect. An error there from Henry. Sharp reaction there from Tosh McKinley. Kim Suominen plays his football in Austria. Collins forward. This is Spencer. The back heel up. Won there by Muru. Good tackle again from Boyd. Well, the pace perhaps dropping from the Scottish point of view.
Well, I think it's inevitable that Finland have tried very hard to slow the pace of the game and to calm the start that Scotland produced. But at the minute, an interesting aspect for me is that John Collins and Gary McAllister look as though they're forming a very, very exciting partnership, because both of them can take the shield away from each other. They can allow each other to go and create an attack down either side, and it's good options for the team.
Here's Helm holding off Boyd very effectively. This is Lindberg. Nieminen has Holmgren going outside him on the left. Tackle from the back by Calderwood, sure to be penalised in European football.
It's always penalised this, but it's important that the marker is there to mark, and he's reminded the forward that he's there. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Canerva with the free kick, asking a lot there of striker Järvinen. He's held it up well. Help there from Nieminen. Henry's clearance. The battling goes on there. Holmgren with Spencer. Well, an unenviable task for a big defender to try to mark Spencer closely. Still no threat up front, and still little evidence of Jari Litmanen in the Finnish build-up, and that again reflects the presence of McLaren, who's never far away from him. Good running by McKinley, confident play. Now Collins, space here for McLaren. Looking out McKinney, who needs support now wide on that right-hand side. McLaren's gone straight into the penalty area. He's gone offside. Not a great deal in that. Well, that shows the freedom given to McLaren when Scotland have possession.
He's really just gone just a little bit early there, but I'm not convinced he's offside, because there they are. You see the defender playing him onside, and really that's let off for Finland.
Especially when Alan McLaren showed such very good chest control to receive that. Well, undoubtedly, a bad decision by the Ukrainian linesman and the referee reacting to the linesman signal, but I don't think he'll be happy when he sees that again. And still no threat of a serious nature for Jim Leighton. Scotland always trying to play the ball from defence, play passes from that area. Realising long kickouts from the goalkeeper should be put in drink for the big defenders from Finland. That's good control from Burke. And biting that tackle from Suominen, it was sure to keep possession with Scotland. The cross running goes on effectively again from the throw. McLaren overheading the pass. Still showing his value to the Scottish cause again in a different role. Rissanen with the throw. Henry's been penalised. A little wrestling match there with Järvinen. Well, Henry does appear to be suffering some pain. He had that problem. He was volunteering to take an injection to kill the pain in his big toe. Craig Brown still working on the touchline there. That's both. The head flick on and designed to release Spencer, but that's what the sweeper's for. Canerva. Muru. Space there for Litmanen for the first time in the match. Helm wanted too long on the ball. You'll see where McAllister was there. He realised that McLaren had lost out there in midfield and Litmanen was free. Very good play from the captain. Calderwood forward. This is Booth. Makes space for himself so well in that position. Now McKinney. McAllister riding the challenge. Collins. In no hurry, waits to make sure the pass can be effective. There's Spencer. Taken on the back, very crudely there by Rissanen. That's a booking. Frustration there for Kari Rissanen.
Yeah, it's good control from John Spencer, but clearly challenged from behind, and the referee's no hesitation, but it's nice to see Scotland with so many options, because immediately we get possession, the two fullbacks on the other side are prepared to push into wide position, and it makes a bit of room for the front players.
Henry's there, surrounded by Finnish defenders. Calderwood is also up. Lofted in very well indeed by McAllister. McKimmie sends it forward. Here's McAllister again, under pressure. Colin Calderwood on his way back there. Serves Tom Boyd. This is Collins. Well tackled in the middle of the field though by Lindberg. Collins battles back. Well, the two main creators in the midfield for Scotland, McAllister and Collins, showing their willingness to do the defensive chores also. Spencer again under severe pressure from the back. It's Holmgren who's going in behind him. The referee giving the advantage there because Scotland retained the ball. It's asking a lot of Boyd. Lindberg's tackle. This is Booth on his own. Well won by Boyd for Collins. This is McAllister. Here's Colin Henry. Asking a lot here of McKimmie. Well won again by McAllister. Here's McKimmie. Now Booth, just out of reach. The flag was up again for offside. Applauding the pass there, Scott Booth.
Scott Booth had just moved in a bit earlier, although again I'm not convinced that the linesman's right. No, he's dicing with offside there. He's entitled to do that, but I think the linesman's been a bit impetuous with his flag.
Well, palpably wrong, I would suggest again. Here's Spencer on his own. Great play and taken right out of the play there by Caneva. That was a cynical tackle. A booking administered there to Caneva. Well, Finland were exposed here.
Yeah, defender's just desperate. He knows there's no covering behind him, and it's not a vicious challenge, but it's certainly one that's going to bring the forward down.
Well, the yellow card shown. The second Finnish player, Rissanen and Kanerva, now on the knife edge. Now, here's a chance from the set piece. McAllister has the ability to angle this in and goal directly. Collins may flight it to the far side. This time Henry has stayed back. Good effort by McAllister. Moved just a yard by Collins. The goalkeeper did well with a very greasy ball to handle.
Yeah, John Collins is just moving the ball just to give Gary McAllister a better angle. And he strikes it off that deck. Goalkeeper does very well to hand it cleanly.
Well, McAllister looking to add his goal tally. 4 he scored. It's his 35th international. Muru. Busy little figure in midfield. So too is Lindberg. Hustling tactics pay off for the Scots again. Well, Collins clearly held there. Well, Yanni Lindberg has committed a number of fouls in the match so far. Now it's Boyd from the back. McKinley outside him. Misunderstanding there, and Boyd is right out of position here with an opportunity for Finland. Scotland stretched to the back. Boyd is caught way upfield, trying to get back now. McLaren there with Lidmanen. The impetus is gone from this attack from Finland, and Boyd is back in his position. Lindberg's pass, gathering pace off the surface, and Nieminen had no real chance to get to that. Well, Jukka Ikalainen in the Finnish dugout there, looking on anxiously and trying to assess how he could turn the pattern of play. Henry a little bit casual there. He's in trouble against Helm. Well, a moment of slackness there defensively. Scots having to regroup in defence. Järvinen back to Suominen. Leighton always puts some hearts and mouths in that position. It's the weakest area of play, and the ball's on the ground at his feet. This is Lundberg. Henry gets his head to that, stumbling as he did so. Careless one also by McAllister, tries to win it back now. Spencer thumped off the ball again, the referee allowing play to continue. Well, he looked as though he was going for the whistle there, the Ukrainian referee. This time, Finland have the free kick. Well, asking perhaps a great deal for Scotland to maintain the pace of the opening 20 minutes or so. Jim Leighton organising, 69th international. Most capped goalkeeper by a long way now from Alan Rough. So Lindberg flights it in. There's danger in the box from the Finns. There's some very good players in that area. It's gone behind for a corner. They have some very big men in the box, the Finns. These set pieces, perhaps the most dangerous aspects of their attacking play as far as Scotland are concerned. Here's Muru. Well, every Scotsman back, but there are one or two gaps around the penalty box for any headed clearances. Suominen is there, so too is Holmgren. Bumping and barging inside the area, Ari Helm and Järvinen were involved in that. The referee's given Scotland a free kick. Finnish captain Helm. Well, it'll have to be taken much further back. Calderwood's pass. Booth attempting the dummy, which Holmgren didn't completely buy. Good sharp defending there again in the middle of the field from McLaren. That's Henry. Looking for Booth. First time for Spencer. Booth again. McAllister arriving late in the box. A shade too late. The ball whipped in very well by Scott Booth, just too far ahead of his captain. Awkward that for Calderwood. Nieminen wants too long on the ball. Collins works the ball clear, having taken a knock in that challenge. Muru and Lindberg delegated the task of trying to control Collins and McAllister in the Scottish midfield. It's McKimmie. Well, the other goal for Scotland has made this kind of play acceptable to the Scottish fans. Normally not so patient when the build-up is so measured. Tangle of legs there, resulting in a Finland free kick. Helm was the player fouled. There's no question that the Finns have settled much more to the task than they did. They seem to be shell-shocked in the opening quarter of an hour, but they now have settled down. The pace inevitably has dropped somewhat from the Scottish build-up. Well, not entirely happy. Järvinen having a few words to say about the quality of the service. Well, rain still falling here at Hampden. Scotland look for a second goal before the interval. Flick on from Booth. Spencer chasing willingly as ever. Terrific energy shown there by Spencer. Calderwood returns it. It's awkward for Kinerva. That's very good control on the first touch on the sweeper. Well, he'll accept the goal kick, but the efforts of John Spencer well appreciated by the Scottish crowd. Calderwood electing to hang back off Järvinen there, and he earned the reward, but he has conceded a throw. Tottenham Hotspur centre half, 7th international, second at Hamden. That was McLaren. This is McKimmie. Collins forward to Spencer. He was in too big a hurry with a return pass. Lundberg now with a chance to break. Good movement ahead from the Finns. A chance on here. Well, it's very intelligent defending by Calderwood. He held up that move, didn't dive into a tackle because Scotland were certainly exposed. Little Marco Muru plays his football in Germany, not in the Bundesliga, in the division below that for Meppen. Well, the Finns dangerous in these set pieces. Back it comes a long way to Suominen. The offside flag is up. Well, the first time that the Ukrainian linesman on this side's had to do that, I think, in the match, as far as I can recall. And we are now 41.5 minutes into this European Championship qualifier. Activity on the bench there. Scottish substitutes. Careless one by Collins. Apology offered instantly. Nieminen played it inside. That was Litmanen. Now Lindberg. Rissanen. Henry under severe pressure, and attacked there by Järvinen in the air. Well, they stood up very well to that, but the referee not happy with the challenge from the Finnish striker. Petri Järvinen putting the pressure on Henry. Now Henry trying to pitch that into the chest of Spencer. That allowed him the chance to attempt the header wide. Well, the Finns undoubtedly improving now as the first half wears on. They had a very, very rocky start to the match, but Scotland now need to work very hard indeed. Here's Collins. The pass goes behind McAllister. Collins tries to win it back. Such determination, surely fouled there. Well, the referee thought not. McLaren wins it back. Here's McKinley. Boyd gives him an option. Here's Collins again. Space here for McKimmie. That's for Spencer trying to set up Gary McAllister. Collins to Calderwood. Well, the Scots certainly start their defending. An attack, the forwards battling hard, the midfield men battling for possession. Awkward. Suominen did well with a bouncing ball there. Good control with the header. Now wants the ball back, but McKinley matched his run. Spencer has Boyd supporting. Spencer again. That's fine play. McKimmie has McAllister outside him. Good running by McAllister. And an excellent angle ball played in. It's blocked there by Nieminen, but that was superb play from Scotland. Well, the discussion goes on.
Yeah, here we see Gary McAllister licensed to go wide there, and it's not a particularly good pass, otherwise he would have been able to put a good pass in across the front of those defenders.
And oddly enough, John Collins from media clearly offside when that pass was released, but the flag stayed down. There's boom! Another fine header. Well, Laukkanen in goal. Very fortunate to find that coming straight at him.
Scott Booth does very well. He's very sharp, very alive, comes across the front of the defender, gets up well. Not a bad header.
Here's McKimmie again. A little bit casual in possession, now has some defensive work. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, Scotland knowing everything to that very fast start of the match and to the goal from Scott Booth in 10 minutes. That's what separates the sides. This was the angle ball put in by Collins. Now just look at the way Henry attracts the defenders and Scott Booth times his leap perfectly with the goalkeeper in no man's land. So Scotland, after that very good start to the match, have kept a grip overall, and they lead at half-time by 1-0. So Finland start the second half very quickly indeed, and they're looking to emulate perhaps the Scottish start to the first half. Back into this match, the ball's out of play on the far side for a Scottish throw, but it will be interesting to see what alterations may have been made tactically by Scotland. Billy, what thoughts might you have for the Scottish approach to the start of the second half?
Well, I think the thing that was important that we got the opening goal, but I think what Craig will be concerned is that any complacency drifts into the squad, because they were really effervescent at the start of that half, and I think he'll be looking for a repeat of that, particularly in the initial stages.
So here's Tom Boyd. Scotland trying to come forward quickly in the match. The pass missing out Booth. That's the danger with these quick passes from the defence. They have to find their targets, or possession is lost, and there's a lot of hard work to be done. That's Nieminen stepping in on Booth. Rami Nieminen, FC Yaz. Finished champions of last season, surprisingly. Back now with Colin Henry. Boyd has McAllister outside him. Collins screening the ball from his marker, but that's very good play by Muru, and McAllister and Collins out of the play here as Finland break in numbers. A chance on here. Pass not good enough. Boyd mops it up very effectively indeed. He really has settled in superbly in central defence for Scotland, as he has done for Celtic. Here's Henry again. Well, the Finnish marking very tight again, especially on the Scottish creative players and the front two. McKimmie to McAllister. Takes that for a walk and plays it safely back to Jim Leighton. Henry will start again with the build-up. Front two offering tremendous movement again, both on the right. Spencer at the moment on the left. This time Tosh McKinley's a target, up against Suominen. Muru again. Headed down, a careless one by Boyd, straight back to Muru. Comes forward well at pace with the ball at his feet. Suominen. Lindberg. Almost given away there by Rissanen. Henry standing in no ceremony there. Good spell of possession though from the Finns. Here's Litmanen. Far and close to him again. On the far side is Järvinen. Held up well by McKinley. Suominen. Lundberg. Kanerva forward, and in goes Tom Boyd. The throw though given to Scotland. Played away there by Suominen. Boyd was confident of that decision. Very good play there by Tosh McKinley. Look at the control as he collected the ball. Tried a little bit of keepy-uppy to take the ball past his man, showing that he is grown on the international stage. McLaren's header. Skids on through there is Spencer. Chance to take on Rissanen. That's McAllister and reaches Booth. Well, almost a chance. Difficult ball to control. I think Booth perhaps put off by McAllister's presence. That was Boyd. Good play by Litmanen. This is Lundberg trying to use the pace of Nieminen on the left. Kimmy getting back with him. Taking this on first time. Concentration, a keynote tonight for Jim Leighton.
It's not a ball that's going to trouble Jim Leighton, but just a little indication that the Finns have obviously had a roasting at half-time, and they're prepared to push forward that bit more thoroughly than they did in the first half.
Nieminen's header. That's Litmanen. Did well to find Muru. Rissanen. Carelessness there on the flank. Suominen giving it away there. The forward throw to Scotland. The throw is taken by the Scottish central defenders in their own half of the field. Pass forward from McAllister, reaches Booth. Supported by his Aberdeen teammate Stuart McKimmie. The flag is up for offside against Spencer. Now that must have been very close indeed. Spencer trying to nod that down for Booth.
Yeah, John Spencer looks as though he's just held himself offside. On this occasion, this linesman's correct.
Kanerva plays it wide for Rissanen. Spencer closing him down. That's hard work for the strikers, you know, to go and close off defenders like that. Here's little Muru again, seeing much more of the ball in the second half. Lindberg. McLaren did well. Great marking there on Litmanen. Excellent play by Alan McLaren.
Alan McLaren's done very well because Litmanen made a break there, but he's disciplined enough to match the break and comfortably get the ball back to Jim Leighton.
There's Spencer looking for Booth. The pass is too short. Well, suddenly the loose ball is going to men wearing white for Finland. Helm goes away there from Calderwood. Covering player was Henry. This is Litmanen. Well, the kind of space he relishes at the edge of the area. Here's little Muru. Comes right across to Helm. Kept it in play. Support in the middle. Leighton makes the catch.
Yeah, they're starting to push down either flank. They didn't do an awful lot of that, but they're trying to get the two front players to get into those wide positions, but that doesn't trouble Jim Leighton. But, you know, again, an indication that the Finns are taking a keener interest in the game.
There's Boyd taking the throw on the left for Scotland. Henry has all the space in the world at the back. So has Calderwood. McKimmie offers himself on the right touchline. Needs some movement ahead. It's offered by Booth. Well, that's the kind of careless passing which is giving Scotland a tough start to the second half. Here's Holmgren. It's a good run across there by Järvinen. He's followed by Boyd. Lindberg making for the byline. McKimmie to McAllister, chipping that in short towards Booth.
You know, the game has dropped in tempo a little bit, and you know, you just wonder if we've got into a stage where we want to hold what we've got. But I really do think it's because the Finns were taken by surprise with the ferocity of the Scots start, and I think that they've got themselves into the game simply because they've dug in and they're now starting to match us midfield-wise.
Well, a little dummy there from Booth for Spencer. Good defensive play from Holmgren. They're very experienced, these Finnish defenders, and now that they've settled, they're coping much better now. There's Colin Henry. There's no one out there on the left side up front for Scotland, so that's given away again. Chase on here, Ari Helm, followed by Henry. Throw conceded by Henry. Well, the problem for Scotland at the moment is to get men like John Collins involved again. He's been very carefully policed. McAllister's playing much further forward again than Collins as he was in the first half. He's seeing some of the ball, but Collins in the second half hasn't been able to assert himself. It's down to Finnish tactics and planning. That's Litmanen. Well, looking for space there, showing a little bit of sign of life, Jari Litmanen. He's had a very quiet match so far.
He's been well policed here, but he's starting to pull into wider positions to get himself a bit of room. We've shown an indication of his ability there, but they've done nothing to really trouble Jim Leighton as yet.
Well, encouragement there for the Finnish bench at the start of this second half. Collins to McKimmie. Collins going roaming to become involved here. Check onto that left foot for an angled cross. That's what he does. Once again, the delivery not good enough, and it's giving Scotland pressure. Calderwood did well. McKimmie. Strong play again from the Finnish defenders and from Calderwood. Well, the free kick given there, although it did appear to wrap his leg round to play the ball. Will have to be taken much further back. There's certainly food for thought here for the Scottish management team.
Certainly what's happened is that obviously the Finnish manager's got his players to compete more for the ball in midfield. I think Craig Brown will be just concerned at the lack of space that we've now achieved this half. We had great space, we made great space in the first half, and now we seem to have lost the ability to make it. And it's simply because the Finns are not allowing us to sit on the ball anymore. They're going and they're putting pressure on us.
Yeah, it's a much more evenly contested match now than it was in the opening quarter. Josh McKinley doing some very fine defensive work again. Here's Rissanen. Well, now the free kick goes to Scotland with the attentions of Ari Helm on Kosh McKinley. Well, a match of supreme importance. Scotland going into this match with a 2-point lead on Finland, but that could be overtaken if the Finns could manage a victory. Go a point ahead at the closing stages. Huge boost of confidence, but if it stays the same, Scotland will have ended the Finnish prospects of qualification. Suominen given some space there by McKinley that time. Now Collins making space for himself with McKinley going outside. Another fine run by the Celtic defender. That's a good ball in. Came off the post, almost an own goal. That was Kinerva. What a let off for Finland. treacherous ball this.
It's a marvellous ball. Again, it's between the defenders and the goals. You can see the difficulty the defenders got there. But that's exactly the position we've got to try and get goal to.
And a very difficult chance there for Gary McAllister at the edge of the area. You can see that he was in too much of a hurry to bring that down and get the shot on target. Difficult chance. Well, what a let-off for Finland. There was Kanerva stumbling, losing his bearings altogether. The goalkeeper was completely beaten. Kinley's header. That's McAllister. Well, the referee in the way, otherwise Spencer would have had possession. Headed away there by Helm for a Scottish throw. Working very hard, Ari Helm, 33 years old. That was a great turn. Collins on the bust. Down he goes. Well, Lindberg has committed, I would suggest, perhaps more fouls than anyone else on the field so far, but no suggestion yet of a yellow card.
He certainly worked very hard in midfield, Lindberg, and you know, obviously all of a sudden John Collins just explodes into the game like that, and he can have no complaints about the foul.
Activity in the area again. That's towards Calderwood, but it's overhit by Collins. Colin Calderwood scored just once for Scotland. San Marino, a very good header towards the end of the match. Litmanen immediately hustled by McAllister. Space here for Rissanen. Rissanen again. In goes Boyd. That's Collins with a sure touch on the ball. The throw goes to Scotland, the ricochet, and possession remaining with the Scots. Back with Colin Henry. Booth wants the ball played into the space on the flank. McKimmie supporting him very closely. Here's Spencer. So quick in the turn. Helped well by McKimmie. Spencer asks for the ball back, gets it. There's this one tackle. Collins with a return pass, and goes McLaren. Good play by Scotland. First class build-up. And an excellent piece of defensive play by Holmgren. Eric Holmgren coming across there. Collins with a cross. Calderwood wouldn't be denied there. Scotland's throw. Well, the Scots have picked up the tempo again a little, and that's made a difference. That cross running has worked all evening from the throws. Good tackle there by Kanerva. Here's Lindberg, forced to hurry there by the snapping attentions of Gary McAllister. Well, Bootlace to be tied there by Calderwood. He'll take the throw. The referee wants him to hurry. There's Tom Boyd. McKinley offers himself on the wide flank. Another start here for Scotland from the back with Colin Henry. That's towards Spencer. McKimmie did well to win that, but possession remains with the Finns. That's a very good flick by Helm. Neiman into space there. Jim Leighton racing off his line. Very alert goalkeeping. Now that could have been very awkward indeed, but for Leighton's awareness. There's McAllister. Boyd supporting. Tackle came from Järvinen. Collins has found space. Activity on the Finnish bench. There'll be a change made shortly. Here's Suominen against McKinley. Alert play by Muru. Goes Henry. That's still possession with Finland. The Scots not finding the ball going to feet so easily in this second half. That's Lindberg. Back with Kinerva, the most elite player in the field, I'm sure, after his ball came off his own post there. And it's good possession play by the Finnish side, forcing the Scottish front players to work extremely hard in a defensive role. Lindberg. Here's Lidmanen, followed by McLaren. Holmgren, Muru, McAllister. Now a chance on the break. There's Collins. Well, Henry puts it where Collins intended. Wide for McKinley. Suominen read that well. Rissanen. Quite a wrestling there, but that'll be a throw to Scotland, I suspect. Very harm on the ground. The change being made is to bring on Tommy Grönlund. He comes on to replace Niemann, and that's an attacking move. Grönlund will go in to play up front, I think, beside the front players. Niemann is playing wide on the left-hand side of midfield. Some tinkering with his side now as Niemann departs. Free kick's been given for the charge there by Colin Henry. This is dangerous for Scotland. So many big Finnish players in the box. Lindberg's cross met very well indeed there by Colin Henry. Grönlund's first involvement. Leighton is committed. Appeared to be fouled. Yes. Gary Helm giving a problem there to Jim Leighton.
It's the ball into the middle. Jim Leighton's got it well covered, and really, you can see there it's a clash. I don't even think the Finnish player knew where the ball was.
No, Rissanen had lost his bearings. He appeared to be stumbling in the process as he came forward here. Realised, I think, that he was in some difficulty, then started to stumble and crashed into Leighton. I don't think there's any malice in that challenge.
A problem we've got just now is that obviously they've tightened up very much in midfield. Really, I think we've got to maybe vary our approach just a little bit. I think we've got to start maybe dropping a 1 or 2 ball, eliminate the midfield a little bit, miss them out, play balls into the feet of John Spencer and Scott Booth up front, and allow our midfield players to then feed off them, just to vary the approach and the play.
Here's Jim Leighton looking for his 34th shutout in Scotland colours after 69 internationals. He'd be very happy about that. Terrific record. Well, the impact made by the front players listening in the Scottish cause. I wonder if there is some thought given to freshening up the attack. Although in fairness to Booth and Spencer, they've had very poor service really in the second half. Spencer made that into a decent pass. This is Collins and Boyd. Well, what the effort there from Tommy Boyd. Well, this is 29th international. He's still to score in Scotland colours.
It's always a threat, you know, when you've got a tight defence like that. To have a shot from outside that box, it was well away and the goalkeeper had it well covered, but nevertheless, it's always important to get those shots in and targets.
Kimmy's header under pressure, had to give possession back to Finland. The Scottish support is terrific. They are giving a lot of support, although the game is certainly not going easily for Scotland at the moment. A foul throw against Holmgren. Well, they seem to be not only on the field, but appear to have the speed off the ground. They'll launch that inside. Scotland's throw. Back it goes to Henry. This time Booth is a player flagged offside. Tried to come from the other side of the defender there. So more work for the Scottish front players here, closing down defenders. Here's Suominen, McKinley quickly to him. Collins with a cross and Rissanen. That's good play from the Finns. Here's Muru. Testing the pace there of Tommy Boyd. It's a good ball back inside. Muru playing at the Grönlund. Here's a chance here. Litmanen. Brilliantly taken by Leighton, but what a sensational attempt it was by Jari Litmanen with a chip shot. Terrific football.
It's a lot of level. They work hard to get the ball, but look how Litmanen pulls wide, makes the pass easy. He knows he's not offside there. Set up, Jim Leighton stands up tall and really doesn't allow him to try that chip. Really, he's in great position here. I think he's taken the wrong option because he took the difficult one, but all credit to Jim Leighton. He never made a move, held himself up in front of him and made the save.
Well, so easy for an inexperienced goalkeeper to go down quickly there. Great goalkeeping. And it may well turn out once again to be crucial for Scotland. There is activity now on the bench in Scotland as Ari Helm breaks. Runs straight into Colin Henry. Good defending again. Now space for McAllister. Can Scotland hit a counter-attack? McAllister going all the way himself perhaps. That's towards Spencer. Possession retained. And trying very hard to engineer a shooting chance. Here's Järven, and this is turning out to be something of a cup tie now. Scotland win it back with McKinley. Far into Collins. There's options to the right. One of them is McKimmie. He has Booth just ahead, but he'll be tackled instantly. The pass is released. That's Calderwood very quickly to the ball. The loose one, though, picked up by Lindberg. Good play by McLaren. Litmanen wanted too much time. Well, the pace picked up again by the Finnish side. Here's Muru. Suominen tackled extremely well there again by Henry. This is McAllister. Now Booth has a chance to run at the defender. Could go himself here. Appeared to be fouled on the way through. Well, the referee was very well up with play and made no complaint. Scots now having to defend. There's lots of activity, but Muru looking for Litmanen. Lashed away by Henry. A chase on here, but the offside flag halts John Spencer. The referee allowing the play to continue there with the free kick taken from much too far back. Here's Erik Holmgren. The Finns throwing everyone forward now. That's great play. Superb build-up from Finland. Ari Helm missing with that shot at the near post, but the Scots defence looking ragged for about the first time in the match.
Well, they've raised the game, haven't they? And look at this, just a nice little step over the ball, looks for the return, gets himself in good position, but really doesn't hit his shot, hasn't troubled Jim Leighton with it, but they've really posted a warning in the last couple of minutes. They've raised their game and we look as though we're stuck in a lower gear than we had in the first half.
So here's Colin Henry in possession. McAllister demands the ball in midfield. This is Collins. McAllister again. Boyd to Henry. Scotland finding it hard to get the ball into the other half of the field. The change going to be made shortly by Scotland. It looks as though the moment Ally McCoist has arrived. Here's Booth. Running into the tackle. Collins picks it up. Strong play by Collins. Still in possession. And Booth. Collins again. McLaren is free inside. This is McAllister. Now Booth. McLaren has the chance to use Calderwood. McKimmie, it's putting him under pressure. McLaren has to hurry. Well, that's very good play by McLaren. Now Boyd. Good running again from Booth. Just wonder how much more of this he can do. He really has covered every blade of grass in the field, and I think he'll not be asked to do much more. Calderwood back to Henry. The Scots concerned, I think, at the way in which the Finnish side has picked up the pace of the game. And there's Holmgren again stepping in on Spencer. That's been the big difference. The front men have not carried the same menace in the second half for Scotland. Lindberg to Grönlund. Spencer's a player back with him. The tackle was made in the end by McKimmie. Hard work for the Scots to hang on here. They're going through a bad spell in the match. Lundberg invited to send over the cross, the queuing up in the middle. Leighton showing a good understanding with Colin Henry, staying on his line there. Came off the head of Gronlund. Ball by Holmgren. And that's Helm to Gronlund. Asking rather a lot of Helm there. Ali McCoist is waiting down below to come on, wearing his lucky number 16 as he sees it after the goal he scored against Greece. Henry's pass, that's Booth to Collins. Good play from the Scotland again. Held up well. McAllister takes over. Spencer to the right. Here's Collins. Booth's pass, it came off Canerva, appeals faintly for handball, but no real prospect of success. Scott Booth holding his right leg. I think he may well be given the chance to rest in a moment. Lindberg inside, here's Litmanen trying to get away from McLaren. Lindberg takes over again. Suominen. Forced to hurry by McKinley. This is Rissanen. And Alan McLaren marking Litmanen. A bit of barging in the box there, but Henry won it. That's Boyd. Didn't find McKinley with a pass. Problems here for the Scots. McAllister steps in. First time pass to McKinley. Spencer sent tumbling there. That'll be a chance for a substitution. And it's John Spencer's last contribution to the play. He's the player being withdrawn. Well, he's worked extremely hard for Scotland, getting a very good reception coming on, but it won't match the reception for the man coming on. McCoist comes on to tumultuous applause. 15 minutes remaining. McCoist is on. And has he brought the fairy dust with him again? The ball straight away. Collins looking for McKimmie. Stepping inside Gronlund. That's good play. That's asking a lot of Booth. Well, Scott Booth still on the field, but he really does appear to be suffering very badly. And I think there will be further activity from the bench shortly. Canerva's goal kick. Met well by Calderwood. Scotland's throw. Well, it's been a very tough contest. And if Scotland succeed here, they'll be down to that. Incredible start to the match. Another pass goes astray. Finns in possession once more with Canerva. Looking for Gronlund. It's very well taken on the run. Calderwood standing up, allowing his defence to regroup as he hopes. He did well in the end. This is McLaren. Now Booth. The layoff was intended for Collins, but they're not so precise now. These passes, Booth is on the ground, he's out of the play. Gronlund has possession. Muru goes outside him. And now attention will be permitted for Scott Booth. Well, incredible turnaround in this whole second half, Billy.
Well, they've certainly raised their game, and they've made life difficult and awkward for us midfielders. An area that we had so much space and time in the first half, but certainly this second half they've tightened up very much, and we've seen an indication of Litmanen's skill and ability, and that what worries me just a little bit. Alan McLaren's done a magnificent marking job on him, but he's got to keep his concentration. One moment of madness, one slip, and Litmanen could turn the game.
Well, Booth is limping forward, but Darren Jackson, I can tell you, is preparing for action down below us. There's Jackson, all set to come on. Will be his 8th cap. Booth remains on the field for the moment. That's McAllister. Calderwood's header. McCoist. Now McKimmie. McAllister demands the ball inside. Aiming there for Booth, but he doesn't have the legs, I don't think, to do much with that. Suominen forced to play the ball in the end as McKinley put him under pressure. Well, Scott Booth has indicated that he is now struggling severely. There's Collins. McKinley takes over. Neat turn. Trying to get away from Suominen and from Muru. That killer gives another throw to Scotland. McCoist. Back to Collins. McKinley wins it, hustled by Suominen. Throw goes to Finland. Well, they're working very hard. You've got to give them all the credit in the world after a 6-0 drubbing against Russia in the last match. They've restored a lot of pride by this performance. Good play by Boyd. This is McCoist again. Booth had run offside. Intelligent play by McCoist. Explains why he held the play up with his young striking partner. Calderwood to McAllister again. That's McCoist. Running into trouble. Lindberg. 11 minutes remaining in the match as the Finns come forward again. Lots of movement from Lindberg. He's done well in midfield. That's Henry's clearance. McCoist. First touch was good enough. This is Collins. Booth a flagged offside. Now that is certainly controversial. It smiles ruefully towards the linesman. May well be Booth's last contribution to the play as Darren Jackson prepares.
I think Scott Booth did well here because he came out with the defenders, and it's very difficult to say if it was offside, but I thought he'd made a good curved run and I thought he'd kept himself onside.
That's Boyd's clearance. Here's Lindberg. Back it goes to Rissanen. Darren Jackson will be on at the first opportunity now to replace Booth. There's Calderwood's header. Here's Booth. Measuring the pass from McAllister. That's from McCoist. Good cover provided there again by Kinerva. He's a very accomplished sweeper. Now Muru. Strong play there by McAllister and Booth, giving pressure on while the Finns have possession deep. Little Muru again. We have 10 minutes left. 10 very tense minutes, I suspect, as Holmgren comes forward. Gronlund goes outside him. Movement from Litmanen. McLaren stays close. Stands up well. Back with Lindberg. This is good build-up play from the Finns. And Litmanen. Booth finds McCoist. He's on his own for the moment. He waits for support inside. Gets it from Booth. He helps that on. And Collins won't get there. The keeper has reacted very well indeed for Finland. There's an offside flag as the Finns were slow coming back. And now the second Scottish substitution will be made. The applause is for Scott Booth, who scored the only goal of the match so far and has come back to the international stage with such effect and an excellent performance overall. Darren Jackson goes on.
It was inevitable that those two would be changed because albeit we had so much possession in the first half, they really did work hard and they've had to work extremely hard in the second half with poorer service.
Jackson wants to be involved, hasn't scored for Scotland. He's out in there for the 8th time in his country's colours. It's McKimmie. And now Henry. Trying to get that beyond Suominen. And McKinley working hard. Won't reach that though. Henry's header. Jackson gets a touch. Has to chase that himself, really. Well, certainly a lively player, Darren Jackson. And he can certainly inject some energy and enthusiasm into the Scottish attack in the closing stages beside McCoist. McKimmie waits for the movement. There it goes. McCoist putting pressure here on Kinerva. Holmgren, calmly from defence. Header inside's a good one. McLaren wants that badly, needs some help. He gets it from Collins. Well, now, a free kick given against Alan McLaren for something that appeared to happen after the ball had been won. If that's the case, it was an act of folly by McLaren.
I think in actual fact he just holds on to the player when the ball goes down. You see it here. I don't think there's an awful lot in it in actual fact. No, there's just fighting back. I think he's just a little bit unlucky. There it is, he holds on to the player when the ball is gone.
Muru plays it inside. Here's Lindberg, a shooting chance from long range. Well, he's been very effective, the Morton midfield player. Looks as though he could play at a higher level in club football, Billy.
He's certainly been very effective in this second half because he's worked very hard. He's dug in a few tackles. We haven't really seen him in an attacking sense until now. And although he hits the shot well, it's harmlessly past the post.
Careless one from Holmgren. He's made very few errors in the match so far. That was one with Laukinen, the goalkeeper. Collins wins that. Fine play. And McCoy's well offside. You can see him trying to hang back initially, but the Finnish defence was intelligent enough to step forward and allow that to happen.
I think the pass should have gone earlier. John Collins delayed the pass. I think had the pass gone initially, it might have been a problem for the Finnish defence.
In goes Henry. The break of the ball falls again to Finland. Well, that could have been a free kick, but the referee was kind to my view to Scotland that time. He says McAllister had been quiet for the last 15 minutes or so. The offside flag up against Jackson. Well, I haven't much doubt, Billy, that there'll be another substitution made by Scotland in the last 5 minutes or so.
Well, I think that, you know, at this stage in the game, he must be considering whether he's got to consolidate and tighten up in midfield just a little bit. John Collins hasn't really had a good second half at all. He indicated that first half that he was doing well. Gary McAllister's really been the outstanding player for me in midfield.
McAllister's passes for Jackson, and he's beaten to the ball there by Kinerva, who's played extremely well for Finland. So we have exactly 5 minutes remaining in this very tough championship qualifier. Scotland hanging on to this 1-goal lead and looking now for the second goal, which would ease the strain completely. Well, John Collins is being asked to move the ball. I don't know what's wrong with that, but the linesman is not happy, so Collins obeys. The big men are up for the corner. Henry's the target there. Easy one for Laukinen eventually. Throw out, well read by Tom Boyd. Here's Tom Boyd. The run is made willingly by Jackson. He's putting pressure here on Kinerva, who can't take any chances. He's not happy with his goalkeeper, Kinerva. Wanted Laukinen to come and give him some help there. Now Jackson. McKinley with a cross. Here's McKimmie arriving late, looking for support inside. Good play again by Lindberg. It should run to Scotland's possession. Here's Henry. Quite right to play that back to Jim Leighton. No point in anything else at this stage. An offside flag up. The linesman is being waved away by the referee, and again it's offside against Darren Jackson. More activity in the Scottish bench. Billy McKinley preparing to come on. Well, that's, I think, more of a time-wasting measure than anything else at this stage in the match. 3 minutes left. Scotland trying to maintain their concentration here. Muru. Tired pass forward there by Holmgren. Well, Colin Calderwood being told by the referee they're going to move on. He wants the socks pulled up to FIFA regulations. But instructions here from Craig Brown and Alec Miller for Billy McKinley. Came off Jackson. That'll be a throw to Finland. Here's Rissanen. A lot of space to come forward into. Cut off well by Collins, but another chance for Muru. Neat play from defence by Calderwood, showing excellent awareness. This is Collins. McKinley goes tramping forward again on the left. The pass almost made it. Collins again. Touched away from McAllister. Here's Kanerva. Holmgren calls for the ball in the left back position now. Lindberg. Calderwood's pass is inaccurate. Problems for Scotland. Muru plays it forward again. Calderwood must win that. Headed away and swept forward there by McKimmie. Jackson's flick doesn't come off. Seldom does at this level in that fashion. McKimmie's clearance nudged away only. He's struggling, I think, McKimmie, for fitness now. He's worked so hard in the match so far. Suominen, Litmanen. A chance for Suominen. And that might be the last one for Finland. He can't believe that. It was magnificent play.
You know, Litmanen hasn't appeared in the game all that much, but look at the quality of that pass. It really, Suominen's got to bury that. That is a real let-off for us. At this stage in the game, it would be difficult to come back from that.
Billy McKinley replaces Stuart McKimmie, who looks very tired, having worked so hard and so effectively throughout the match so far. McKinley gives instructions. We're in the last minute of the match now. A very tough match indeed it's turned out to be for Scotland, and they've more defensive work to do here. Littman has come to life in the second half. Gronlund against McKinley. McKinley got a touch there, which was useful. And a very good tackle that time. We're well inside the closing minute. Very little stoppage time to add. Here's Lindberg, leaving this to the long throw expert Ari Helm. The Scots know all about this. There could be a long throw from Helm. No, he goes short. This is Muru. Hoisted into the area, attacked well by McLaren, and now by McAllister. That's one for Jackson to chase. McKinley playing it up the line, looking for a runner. Collins tries to oblige. We're now into stoppage time at the end of the match. There could be a minute of that, we think. Jim Leighton had to hurry there. Calderwood's pass not too convincing. Rissanen, there's an offside here, surely. The linesman says no, which means he thinks there was no active play going on in that area of the field. New style. McKinley did well. Here's McCoy to want to take this for a run or keep possession. Boyd playing it long. Collins gives chase. Kanerva goes across, and the free kick is given against Collins for a trip there. Well, that would have been a throw to Scotland instead. It's a free kick. We've had a minute of stoppage time. Scots trying to retain their concentration and their discipline right to the end here. McAllister's header goes straight down to Lindgren. Cross it goes. Calderwood getting up for that. Now McKinley attacking the ball. He's won it. Very important interception there. Here's Collins. Getting help from McKinley. Good running by Jackson. Has he the pace to go through himself? Not quite. Solid defending once more. The referee checking his watch here. Looking at that very carefully. The final whistle's about to go. There it goes! Scotland have won the match. It's been very tough indeed. A pat on the back there for Scott Booth, who capped a magnificent Scotland start to the match with a goal in 10 minutes. But Gary McAllister was the player who appeared to hold Scotland together when things started to go wrong in the second half. He played a real captain's part, worked so hard, organised, cajoled, and led his country through, surely now, to the European Championship finals in England. Colin Henry, a hero, also playing with that broken toe. It's been a very tough match. Finland restoring their pride after a heavy defeat against Russia, and Jim Leighton producing the one outstanding save again, just when it mattered. It's Scotland who won by 1-0.